3 o'clock, and let us come to order. I stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This time, we'll approve the agenda. Mr. Austin.
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve the agenda.
Have a motion.
I make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
At this time, we'll have the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We got 2 items today. We got energy report and teacher spotlight. I'd like this time for Mr. Jonathan Hodges to please come forward and he will give our energy report.
Good afternoon. This is going to be the energy report on the second quarter. We didn't quite get everything in together for the third quarter, so I expect on the next time we do the energy report will be basically for the whole year of 2022. Just a little pie chart of where the majority of our energy is spent, which I always do. You can see the majority is spent in your HVAC and your light. Primary, elementary, and intermediate schools, you're going to notice just a recurring trend, and that is above compared to 2021. And you're actually going to see that across the board for your middle schools, intermediate, primary, and including your high schools. Overall, it was about an 18% increase from 2021. And I say that because I'm going to give you a little more information about why that is. As you can see, we spent quite a bit above and beyond on 2021. And that's because if you opened your electric bill recently or in the last few months, I'm sure everybody had somewhat of a shock. Energy prices actually increased across the board from pretty much anywhere you receive your energy from, about 16 to 20%, depending on what it is. So when I say we had an 18% increase, a lot of the price, not exactly that we spent more energy per se, we paid more for the same amount. Overall, when you break it down, it was about a 2% increase compared to 2021 in the second quarter, which is April. So when it's broken down, it's $223,914.03 above 2020. It was 2 degrees warmer over that quarter. That matters because it takes a lot more energy to cool a building. It gets warmer outside, so it was a slight increase. 28 cents per square foot on average for all the schools and all the locations, which is just slightly above what it was, which is what you expect when you're paying. There are a few things that we're doing to try to become more energy efficient as a school system. And so I went ahead and a lot of that is we're replacing your HVAC equipment. This is actually staged right outside of DeSoto High School right now. So if you drive by there, you'll see this staged on the grass. And that's where we had to put it for now. We got a lot of construction going on. But these units right here, they're all going to be going onto the rooftop hopefully by the end of the summer will be completed. And this is all energy efficient, more energy efficient equipment, which should bring the cost of what we spend in the schools down. And we're not just doing this at just any one particular school. We kind of look across the board. And we're trying to get rid of any equipment that's basically 15 years or older. By doing that, we become more energy efficient. Plus, we also cut down on a lot of our expenditures as far as repairs. And we've seen a pretty big decrease because we've already done this at a few schools. This is Lewisburg Elementary. All this equipment was put on the roof this summer. And we are 2 units shy of being complete over here. And that's just the supply chain. We haven't been able to get those last 2 pieces of equipment. And that's just a few of the things. Some of the other things we're doing is some of the lighting. We're also, which I don't have a picture of that, but we're also working on putting in LED lighting when we replace fixtures. Hernando High School, the PAC, we're going to be doing all that and all LED lighting as soon as we can get that. So we're working on trying to bring down our bill or at least keep it the same while we increase in pricing and size, and we're constantly growing. Any questions?
Thank you.
Thanks for the report. Also good report to know about, so Central High School, because I'm sure somebody will ask a question of that. Let's get information.
And it's not only there, you'll see that it's actually stayed at Center Hill High School currently, a lot of equipment that's made it in recently, as well as Center Hill Elementary. So any questions about that, that's what it is. We're just staging it, getting ready to put it all, and we're, try to do it all at one time, so we don't disrupt class, we don't do any of that, we do it, children are not present. All right.
Thank you, Ms. Todd. It's a great report as always. Mr. White, Mr. Hall, thank you all. Appreciate all y'all's hard work. All right, this time we've got our teacher spotlight segment. I'll ask Ms. Ashley Taggart, principal of Olive Branch Intermediate School, to please come forward.
As Mr. Rushton said, I'm actually Taggart. I'm principal of Olive Branch Intermediate, and it was a great honor when Mr. Rushton reached out and said that we were going to be spotlighting OBI today. And the teacher that's going to be doing our spotlight is Miss Jacqueline Hermbell. She is a career educator. She got her degree from Mississippi Valley State University, and then she continued her education through Arkansas State University, where she received her ed leadership. She has 21 years in education. She joined the DeSoto County School family in 2013, and she has served all of those years, the past 10 years at Olive Branch Intermediate. When I think of a model teacher, this is who comes to mind. So it was no other choice but Ms. Bell to come and spotlight OBI and the things that are going here. The compassion and love that she shows for her students. She not only creates a culture and a family within her classroom, but she truly reaches the entire child. And so it's an honor that I bring Ms. Jacqueline Hermbell to represent OBI today.
Good afternoon.
Good
Thank you, Mrs. Hatch, for that wonderful introduction. And again, my name is Jacqueline Bell, and it is an honor to also be able to stand here before you all and highlight our wonderful school. The best of OBIS, our best is success, and as you know, Ms. Ashley Taggart is our principal, and Mr. Dan Burns is our assistant principal. In cultivating a positive mental attitude for success, positive behavior intervention and support, or what we know as PBIS, has allowed our school environment to improve greatly. Changing our perspective and attitude, PBIS has a powerful influence on our lives and happiness. We model and teach our students how to smile and be kind to others, how to practice self-compassion, how to not take things personally, how to be happy for others' success. Having these perceptives will help us to be able to ace. And as we can see our words here, attitude changes everything, begins with the letters ACE, and I use that acronym. We'll be able to ace having a positive mindset. Our house system was chosen over this summer. This is a method in which we deliver PBIS, and we've also established a matrix of expectations for every area on our campus. All students and staff belong to a house. Weekly goals are made and students earn tokens for their house for being respectful, responsible, and safe. At the end of each week, the tokens are totaled, and whichever house earns the most tokens earns social time on Monday mornings and Monday afternoons. Monday morning for fourth grade and Monday afternoon for fifth grade, and they truly enjoy that additional social time because they don't get to see and be with other students in the classrooms at all times and grades. Teachers are also rewarded with scratch-off cards, and I thoroughly enjoyed mine because I got a sweet treat and Coca-Cola in my card. We're also rewarded with a scratch-off card if our house wins. So all faculty, staff, and student body on campus belong to a house. This past Friday, students with the House of Falconer were rewarded with a tailgate and lunch along with teachers as a part of our homecoming festivities with Olive Branch High School, so they truly enjoyed that. This next slide shows our shields. Our houses were given the names of famous Mississippians. KJ Wright, who was a graduate of Olive Branch High School class of 2007. He played with the Seattle Seahawks. So we have the House of Wright. The House of Henson, named after Jim Henson. He was an inventor and puppeteer and creator of the Muppets. Mildred Taylor was a famous author who wrote Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry. Edward Bart, the House of Bart. Mr. Bart was the creator of Bart's Root Beer. And the House of Fafner, named after Etta Fafner. She was a mathematician and professor, and she was also the first African-American woman in Mississippi to receive a PhD in math. We have our Each One Reach One program, our mentorship program rather, that we are still in the process of creating. It's a research-based mentorship program, which is proven to increase graduation rate and decrease dropout rates. Here, we will facilitate student and adult connections and creating positive relationships where we can share non-academic conversations and supporting these students in ways in which they may need that additional encouragement. So if any of you or our community leaders in the DeSoto County area would like to connect with us and make a difference in the lives of our youth, please contact our wonderful administrator, she and Mr. Burgess, in helping our neighbors be successful and needing that additional support. In other news, the next few slides, I will be highlighting our teachers. Here, this was during the Teacher Appreciation Month in May, where we received a wonderful breakfast from our friends of ODI. This is Miss Gullett. We had a breakfast bar set up, and it was wonderful. A lot of the teachers were surprised to see we had a Chick-fil-A breakfast, and we had various other treats. This is a picture including Mr. Burgess and one of our teachers. At the time, Mr. Burgess was our fourth grade teacher, and this year he was blessed to be our assistant principal, and I'm very, very thrilled to be working alongside him in his leadership. And we have a fifth grade teacher, Ms. Sherry Weeks, who also enjoyed her time. Also, during May, in helping our students get fired up about the math assessment, we had the Olive Branch High School cheerleader and band to come over. We had a pep rally, and they were super fired up with that and about finishing up the year with our state assessments. Our Make-A-Wish Foundation, of the $13,337 that was raised for our Olive Branch families who are a part of Make-A-Wish, Olive Branch Intermediate School raised $3,220.49. So that was a true blessing to be able to support those families in that way. And this is a picture of my class and me. Sweet babies. Our data wall, with our data wall, we are able to display student data. Students are heavily involved in this. After going over, we have a sheet too, a data sheet that it mirrors the same colors and information as the colors here on our data wall, so that students are able to understand and interpret and analyze their data. We do share conversations with them so that they're able to understand their data for both math and ELA with the state assessment. Then they're able to identify their goals and work towards those goals. This is one of our teachers who's sharing a conversation with her class and explaining the importance of being able to be accountable and responsible for tracking your goals, being focused, and doing the best that they can and going above and beyond. This is one of our babies who is placing her information card there on their tracker. And I just want to share with you all too, that they, in our classrooms as well, we also track district assessments. So they're able to see and plot their growth with that as well. And in other news, we had a successful book fair. It ended this week. We were able to raise right at $6,000, it was $3,000 from that will be used in scholastic order. We have our Keister Star Choir, and Ms. Davidson and those students are getting prepared for our Christmas program, and then our spelling bee that we are in the process of hosting this year. So, September 29th, we learned from the State Board of Education that we ranked as a level B, and we were 10 points from level A, and that our district was a level A. The commitment from our students, parents, teachers, staff, and our entire Olive Branch community was a true testament of hard work and dedication during difficult times. We are continuing to work hard to maintain this momentum for growth, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds for Olive Branch Community Schools, because at OBIS, our best is success. Thank you for your time.
Great presentation. Exciting. And it's always very positive out there. I was just out at OBIS yesterday, and just there's always such a positive energy out there. You do a great job. And Ms. Taggart, you and your team are doing a great job. We just appreciate all y'all's support. Thank you all. And that concludes my superintendent's report.
Mr. Keith.
Yes, sir. For the attorney's report, I have 4 matters, all of which will be considered in executive session: 1 property contract matter, 2 judicial litigation matters, and 1 personnel contract.
Thank you. At this time, we'll have the consent agenda A through AAA. Mr. Russell,
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve the consent agenda.
I have a motion. I have a second. All in favor? Aye. We have new business. Keith,
Yes, sir.
I think the first thing is solid waste collection and disposal.
That is correct. Bids were open on the 13th of October for solid waste collection and disposal services. For the district, had 2 vendors submit bids. My recommendation is accept the lowest and best bid from Waste Connections LLC.
Mr. Russell, have you recommended?
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve the bids for the solid waste collection and disposable service for waste collection.
Board, we have a motion,
Make that motion.
second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Contractual agreement between Waste Connections.
Yes, sir. We're requesting permission from the board to enter into a contractual agreement with Waste Connections LLC for the district-wide waste garbage pickup.
Mr. Austin,
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve entering into a contractual agreement with Waste Connections.
we have a motion,
I make that motion.
we have a second. All in favor? Aye. Well, purchase vehicle for the physical plant.
Yes, sir. The physical plant department is seeking permission to purchase 3 vehicles that we add maintenance service trucks. These trucks will be purchased from Landers Ford South using the Mississippi State Fleet contracted price.
Mr. Usleton, your recommendation?
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve the request to purchase vehicles for the physical plant department.
We have a motion,
I make that motion.
have a second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. A request to reimburse employee from the transportation department.
Yes, sir. We had a bus driver use our personal credit card to purchase fuel for a bus. At that time, her fuel man card, which is the fleet maintenance card for purchasing gas, was not working. We have receipts from the purchase in your packet. We're requesting permission from the board to reimburse the driver for the fuel purchase.
Also, your recommendation?
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve the request to reimburse an employee of the transportation department.
Have a motion,
Make that motion.
have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Mr. Appleton.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Personnel packet this afternoon, pages 1 and 2 are recommendations. Pages 3 and 4 are personnel changes. Page 5 is a memo for myself. It's a request to add 1 library assistant to Lewisburg Elementary School. This will be effective immediately. The state testing coordinator there is retiring. And retire around Christmas time instead of trying to find someone to fill that spot. It requires a lot of training. The librarian is pretty mixed in that state testing, so we're just going to give her help in the library so that she can fill that role instead of adding the certified unit. Pages 6 through 8 is the instructional library assistant's job description. Page 9 is a memo from Mr. Stafford, our DCAC principal, asking to approve adding 2 part-time assistants in place of a full-time assistant. Page 10 is the chief operations officer's flow chart. Page 11 is the child nutrition flow chart. Pages 12 and 13 is the child nutrition maintenance supervisor's job description. The only change is that personnel reports directly to the director instead of assistant director. Page 14 is the accreditation MIS flow chart. Page 15 is the physical plant maintenance flow chart. Page 16 is the residency department flow chart. Page 17 is risk management JDC coordinator flow chart. Page 18 is technology flow chart. Page 19, transportation flow chart. Page 20 is accreditation and advanced academic flow chart. Page 21 is gifted education flow chart. Page 22 is professional development and student support flow chart. And page 23 is the student intervention and programs flow chart.
Mr. Austin, any recommendation?
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve personnel as presented.
Have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Residency appeal, Mr. Carter.
Yes, sir. Have an item to be discussed in executive session.
Thank you. Mr. Finley? Discipline.
Mr. Chairman, we have 2 discipline matters to address in executive session.
Thank you. At this time, we have public comment. The board, we welcome the public participation in our board meeting. While this is not a debate setting or a question and answer session, we reserve this time for our regular board meeting for public comment and for citizens who have requested to appear. Board policy allows 30 minutes for this public comment. Each person who wishes to comment has up to 5 minutes to speak until the 30 minutes is exhausted. We have anyone here who wishes to make public comment? We have Miss Debbie Moore, who is asked to be here today. Come on up.
Afternoon.
All right, so you have to talk and say.
Hi, my name is Debbie Moore, and this is my partner in our crime today. We come to you from DeSoto County Association of Educators, and we would like to present each of the board members and Ms. Cross and also Ms. Jerry Hill. She left the room.
She's right here.
Oh, okay. With a token of our appreciation to you. American Ed Week is November 13th through the 19th, and in lieu of doing a reception like we do every year, we have decided to recognize our great and awesome board for supporting all of our educators and all of our students. Just a little token of our appreciation.
Thank you.
It's always good to have positive comment. All right, at this time, we want to consider a closed session to determine whether or not the board will go to executive session for following matters. Residency, student discipline, a property contract, 2 potential litigation matters, and personnel contract.
I make the motion.
Have a motion? Second? Aye.
Aye.
We'll be going into executive session and not executive session, but we'll be going to see if we need to go into executive session. Mr. Chase will come back out in a few minutes and announce whether or not we're staying in the executive session. At this time, we'll go to. We're recessing, till November the 17th, 10 a.m.